coming to change this situation.
Drama unfold.
Wengine usema I'm the most curvaceous female gospel artist in the 254. Wengine wanasema mimi ni controversial sana.
If you dress like a hoe, people will address you like one. Finally, the highly anticipated reality TV show, Oh Sister, is here. And one of the things that makes this show quite unique is the fact that the producer went for top gospel artists in the country. And some of these artists got the chance to be featured on this show. The likes of Size 8, Lady B, Janet Otieno, Nika the Queen, Betty Bayo, and many others. However, netizens thought that Oh Sister will be a Christian-like show. But according to what is happening on social media currently, it seems that netizens feel quite uncomfortable. Why? Because some of the participants of this show don't even live like Christians.
I can't say I sing for a living. I influence for a living.
For instance, the likes of Nika the Queen. Nika the Queen is currently receiving some heavy blows on social media due to her dress code, and yet she is a born-again Christian. This was also proved by the participants of this show who went full throttle on Nika the Queen and crucified her immediately due to her dress code. Now, since Nika the Queen feels like she was being attacked for her dress code, she took her social media rants, and this is what she said after posting a photo, as you can see, where she's exposing her thighs, and left a caption that says, "I am a born-again Christian and the Holy Spirit is at work in my life. How does my dressing affect my relationship with God? Some people should also stop acting like they are the gatekeepers of heaven. Hii ni wivu. Hawa wamama wako nayo. Waniwachane please. How can you invite me for a dinner to be attacked?" That is what Nika the Queen said after being attacked due to her dress code. But the question is dressing too important in the life of a Christian? The answer is yes, and we'll prove that according to what is written in the Bible. As usual, anything that is centered in Christianity, tuko na evidence nayo already. If you dive deeper in the book of the Exodus, chapter 2, there is an interesting story about Moses, Jethro, and his daughters. According to Exodus chapter 2, Jethro na watoto wake wasichana walikuwa na mifugo. Now these ladies were taking care of their father's cattle, and all of a sudden they were attacked by some men. Now Moses, after noticing that these ladies are being attacked, he went ahead and rescued these ladies from their attackers. The ladies immediately went back home and reported to their father. Now they explained the entire scenario to their father, and they said, "We were attacked and an Egyptian came to our rescue." How did they know that Moses was an Egyptian and yet Moses was never an Egyptian? It is because of how Moses dressed like. You see, if you study the history of the Bible, you know that Moses was brought up in Egypt. So this means he adapted their character and nature, and he started behaving like one of them through even his dressing code and all that. That is why these daughters of Jethro ended up concluding that Moses is an Egyptian, and yet he wasn't even an Egyptian. So dressing is very important in the life of a Christian. If you dress like a hoe, people will address you like one. Ukivaa kama poko, jua tu watu watakuita wewe ni poko. It is scriptural, alright? Now, if you dive deeper in the book of 2 Corinthians, the Bible also warns us that our behavior will determine with how people perceive us. For instance, in the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 2, I believe, Paul says that you are epistles. You are letters that are sent out there to be read by many. So this means, as a Christian, the way you are living out there, remember this, there are people who are learning from you and who are reading through your behaviors. So the way you behave as a Christian out there will determine whether people see God through you or they will see Satan through you. So you have to be very careful out there with how you dress. You might say that God doesn't look outwardly, but the fact is outwardly huwezi ukakuwa mtumishi wa Mungu unavaa tu mabikini huku na kule, alafu Sunday kwa madhabahu unahubiria watu. Hiyo unajidanganya. Even people will not even see God through you. They will end up seeing whatever they saw yesterday. They will end up seeing your curvaceous body, and you no longer be able to minister God through you. And people start being familiar with you. And as a result, you no longer be able to express the glory of God to the masses. So the dressing will determine how people will address you. Alright? Mnaweza sema, that is non-important, according to you. Anyway, what are your thoughts about Oh Sister? Have you started watching it? Leave your thoughts on the comment section to tuambie. Thanks for watching. Let's meet next time. Bye-bye.